Hello friends, this is Darkscream and welcome back to the Weekly Vault. Now this week I planned to run literally every class through LFR. I didn't quite get there, as I mentioned in a previous video you may have seen. I busted my foot, so that kind of threw me off. However, it does also throw a wrench into most of my summertime plans, so I'll be playing a lot of WoW. We might have to cycle through some of these characters to get them all done. But we still got a lot of characters through. We've got a big bunch of vaults to open today, so let's take a look. First up, we've got something a little different. This one's my Shaman. We just queued for Resto. I think we ended up getting the bonus box from the queue as well, which is kind of nice. Actually, if you don't know, those draconic runes still sell for quite a lot, so it can be worthwhile to do that even if you don't need anything. But let's see what we get. Arathos, the Empty Promise, would be nice, except we outgear it already. A cloak that we don't need. Or a belt that we don't need. Wow. So this character that just went into raid for the first time doesn't need anything. So I think I'll take the staff. It's a cool transmog, and I might use it for off-spec. There we go, that's our reward for the week. Alright, let's move on to the next character. Next up we got the Warrior, mostly playing Fury, a little bit of prot here and there. I don't even think we full cleared LFR, so this might just be a one slot pick. But let's see what we get. Yep, we've got some shoulders, and we can feed those shoulders into the catalyst. That works for me. How do they look? Oh, they're the standard, Wait, that's the Paladin shoulders. Wow. Alright, the Warrior made it through with an upgrade. Let's move on to the next character. Next, we've got the Demon Hunter. Haven't seen this one come out and play as much this season, but I'm getting into it. I'm kind of getting into it. We both tank and DPS on this sometimes. We'll roll for DPS, though. Let's see what we get. Tier Gloves, a strong contender. Some boots that we don't need. And a ring that's pretty nice. With a socket, too. Wow. That's a tough call, because yeah, we're just getting started on the tier pieces here. We don't have any tier yet at all. So I couldn't even equip these. And this ring is insane for me, so I think we go for the ring. We can catalyze something for our tier pieces. Right now we're still running Forbidden Reach 4-piece. That's a really nice ring. Alright, good job Demon Hunter. Let's move on to the next character. Next up, we've got the Evoker. The Evoker did pretty good this week, actually, up to 416. A lot of these characters will be graduating out of LFR pretty soon. But then I have some fresh alts that I can have drop in there. Let's see what we get. Gloves that we don't need. Boots that we don't need. Bracers that we don't need. That sucks. So, I just mentioned graduating out of LFR, right? However, I believe these boots are a side grade. They've got better stats for me. Yeah, so we'll go with the boots. We'll get a transmog and better stats. Alright, could be worse. Let's move on to the next character. Next up, we've got the Druid, mainly playing Resto, a little bit of balance. Got up to 413 item level. We cleared all of LFR. I think I'd rather roll Resto for my loot. Let's see what we get. Well, didn't quite clear all of LFR, I guess. Oh, I remember now. When I joined the queue, they were partial done runs. They already had bosses down. So, Got a wrist that we do not need. And we've got a helmet with speed that we can turn into tier at the catalyst. That's huge. That's huge. That's perfect. And the transmog looks okay. Nothing to write home about. At least not in that color. Alright, good job, Druid. Let's move on to the next character. Next up, we got the Rogue. We are still playing Assassination. We still did LFR. We're up to about 415 item levels, so we might have to graduate to normal soon as well. Got a necklace we don't need. Got tier pants, a strong contender. And tier gloves, which we already have, so yep. Easy pick for the Rogue. 4-piece. I'm really not loving this transmog. Maybe the higher tier ones have a better color. Anyway, good job, Rogue. That's 4-piece. Let's move on to the next character. Next up, we got the Death Knight, still playing a mix of Unholy and Blood. We got ourselves up to 418 item level, so we're probably, we must start doing normal after this. Let's see what we get. Dope. Yep, so we ended up clearing normal here. We got ourselves a normal chromatic essence, so that'll go up to, what, 437? That is fantastic. Strong showing by the Death Knight. Let's take a look at the next character. Coming close to the end here, but next up we've got the Priest. The Priest's done pretty well. Still playing a mix of Holy and Shadow. We've got our whole tier set with a really nice looking transmog to it. We're up at 421 item level. So, we cleared normal. This one might even need to do heroic soon. Alright, we'll roll for loot as holy. Let's see what we get. Uh-oh. We got tier that we don't need. We got tier that we don't need. And we got tier with avoidance. Hey, we saved it. That is worthwhile. A minor upgrade, but we'll take it. Alright, the Priest with a narrow win. Let's move on to the last one. Last but not least, we got the main Ret Paladin. Now, unfortunately, this is going to be the least impressive vault. We got 120 key, and we killed Mythic Kazara, but didn't get any other bosses. So this is going to be a one-slot vault. We are basically just praying that the item hits the correct slot, and if it doesn't, well, we can't really complain. That will work. That will work. That can go on my AoE set. My goals this week are to not break any more bones. Also, I would like to continue killing Sarkareth on as many characters as possible. Cross-realm mythic raiding is open, so I'm going to try and get first 3 for sure for really reals this time. As the catalyst charges accumulate, I will probably start converting the off pieces as well and try and complete the sets. I'm looking forward to the new Megadungeon. I really like what Blizzard is doing with the Fractures in Time update that's coming. It's looking really good on the PTR. Check it out if you haven't. And that about wraps up this weekly vault. As always, if you're enjoying what you're seeing, smash that like, hit subscribe, tell me in a comment, whatever you like to do, and we'll see you next time. Again, my name is Darkscream. Peace.